Why, hello there. It is I, the YouTuber who pays the rent by uploading videos of a gym girl's bootete. And today, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be continuing with Flo again. And for those who don't remember, last time she was curious about my YouTube channel and then talked a little bit about Rocky and PJ. And then the last video I did talk to PJ. Didn't mention Flo though, but I'm going to go back to talking about Flo today. Can see that, and on top of that, she is always either flaunting her wealth or her body.
Flo nodded enthusiastically in agreement. Oh yeah! She almost always showing off how much of a spoiled rich girl she is. And don't even get me started on all the times she tried to brag about her assets.
Yeah, it's not that special. I mean, I bet even you have assets. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Flo's cheeks burst out into a deep blush, as she wasn't really used to getting compared to other people in terms of looks, let alone their assets being compared. She tried to think of a way to respond, but was left without words. Well, maybe. But I at least try to keep my shirts on, unlike her.
You don't need to take it off to get someone to notice you.
Flo blushed even brighter at that statement, but did begin to feel a bit more confident and smug. She playfully stuck her tongue out at you as her own form of teasing. Exactly! I don't have to prance around almost nude to get people's attention.
Wait, playfulness with a one works just as well.
Flo's blush only got worse as you continued to praise her, and she couldn't help but lean into you, almost as if she was swooning over your words. Are really? You think my personality is charming and endearing?
Very much so. In fact, you have. So I'll say very much so.
Flo was blushing so much, she could barely hold eye contact with you. Her heart was thumping as she began to smile wildly. So, I'm so much better than PJ?
Yeah. PJ is a nut, but you are. How should I say? What's the word I would use? You are down to earth.
Flo was smiling really hard as she heard the praise again. She cuddled into you even tighter than before, as if appreciating the compliment. So, you think I'll be better than her on your video too?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. 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 She should. Yeah, probably. You are better for conversation. If I use her, everyone would cling to her figure and not care about anything else.
Flo seemed to find the image of you interviewing PJ humorous, and she started to laugh a little bit as her imagination began to run wild. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, it's hard to pay attention to anything else when she's showing so much skin everywhere.
Go to a beach or something.
Flo nodded vigorously in agreement. The mental image of telling PJ that statement really made her laugh, as the idea seemed to bring a lot of joy for her for some reason. Yeah, if she's gonna try to show off that much skin, she can take it elsewhere.
Okay, I don't know how to reply to that.
Flo suddenly seemed to remember something. So, you are gonna put this conversation in your video. Do you think the people watching are gonna like me? or respond to me or anything?
Of course they will. If they do when you are on. Considering that you are somewhat famous in the YT Shorts community, they will love that other YouTubers are noticing you. I spelled community wrong.
Flo was blushing like crazy again, not sure how to respond to that. On one hand, she had definitely received a lot of popularity from being on Rocky's channel, and she knew she was liked among the fanbase. Oh, really? You think fans are gonna enjoy the chance to see me in my own spotlight?
So yeah, I bet they will, I hope.
Flo was blushing even more, and she gripped you a little tighter as she prepared herself for the outcome. Well, thank you.
Well?
Yes, she suddenly chuckled and smirked a bit. But if people think I'm boring or unfunny, you're gonna take the blame, okay?
It's my channel, so I most likely will do that. I'll let it offend her.
Flo had a little devious but playful look in her eye as she continued to speak. Well, I'm just warning you.
Yeah.
If people find me boring and hate me in the comments, then you are most certainly gonna hear about it.
Okay, what should I say? What should I say to that? True, but remember, love or hate, the algorithm does not care. You will get bumped either way. The algorithm does not
Flo
care.
thought about that statement for a moment and found it interesting. She hadn't really considered the fact that negative attention would still drive views. She suddenly found herself smiling in a more devious manner. Oh, so if I did something super controversial right now, you love that, wouldn't you?
I would. You have any ideas?
Flo was blushing, but enjoying the idea of causing some trouble.
Oh, I like where
She
this
looked
is
up at you
going.
with a devious smile as she came up with an idea. So let's say I start flirting with you. Just a little bit. How do you think your audience would feel about that?
Bet they would get a kick. Me flirting with a sweet feline like you would drive them up a wall.
Flo was blushing even more at the idea, and she smiled when you called her sweet. She suddenly snuggled closer into you and started batting her eyelashes up at you. Good. Because I am about to start getting very flirty with you now.
Oh, I like where this
Are
is
you
going.
gonna film that and put it in your video?
You bet I am. Lay it on me, kitty.
Flo purred softly at being called kitty. She suddenly started to give you a very flirtatious smile, batting her eyelashes and nuzzling into you in the most cutesy, attractive way she could. She took on a very seductive tone as she spoke. All right then. You ready for this?
I know. Okay, I know. I looked back with a cute, flirty look. Oh, please, I hope this thing doesn't egg me. Do not egg me on, do not egg me on, do not egg me on. If you egg
Flo
me on, I'm
blushed when you poked her, and she started to giggle softly. She took things one step further by clinging onto you and rubbing her body up on you, as if she was trying to be seductive with how much she clung. She started to speak in a very, very suggestive
God, I
voice.
hope
Well, let's make this fun then, shall we?
If this breaks the terms of service, I'm gonna freak. Get real fun. You and me, girl. Let's do this.
Flo was blushing like crazy, enjoying the fact that you were playing along with her. She suddenly wrapped her arms around your neck, pulling herself up close and looking deep into your eyes. She suddenly started nibbling on your ear, speaking in a very lustful voice. Oh, we'll definitely have some real fun. All right, are you going to keep recording this?
Yeah. I like how the text-to-speech voice just got stopped as if it wanted us. Unless it's making you uncomfortable.
Flo was blushing so badly, but at the mention of potentially being uncomfortable, she paused for a moment to think, before finally making up her mind. She leaned up close again and continued to speak in seductive voice, wanting to make this even more entertaining. No. Keep the camera rolling.
Get flirty and frisky. Oh, crud, Flo would never do this.
Flo was blushing, but enjoying taking things further. After hearing that the camera was recording, she got an added boost of confidence. She took one more second to make sure she looked nice before she continued, and then began speaking in the most seductive voice she could. Oh boy, I really hope the camera is picking this up well.
It is. Check it out. Oh my goodness, I really love where this is going.
Flo took a look, and she was blushing like crazy once again at the sight of herself being recorded so intimately like this. It boosted her confidence, and she began to cling onto you even tighter, nuzzling into your neck. Oh my god, I look like such a flirt right now.
We both do. Two naughty little flirts.
Flo was blushing even more when you called her a naughty flirt, but she couldn't help but smile at the praise and the feeling. She suddenly began to cling on to you more and more, rubbing all up on you like a cat in heat. Oh really? You think we're being naughty?
No, not yet. But we can be if you want to. Oh.
Flo was more than happy to hear those words. She began to nibble softly on your ear, as if trying to tease you more. She began to let out a soft, seductive sigh, as if trying to play you more. Oh, absolutely. Let's get more naughty.
I love how playful she sounded when she said that. Okay, let's see where we can go with this. Okay, where can we go with this? Lead the way.
Flo suddenly got a devious and frisky look in her eye, as if she was about to pounce on you. Her arms wrapped tighter around your neck as her smile only grew wider. Oh, you bet I'll lead the way. Just relax and enjoy, all right?
Hey, I get into a relaxing position and wait. Hey.
Flo was smiling, enjoying seeing you so relaxed and open to what was about to happen. She decided to waste no time in continuing, and began to nibble on your neck and ears once again. Her arms was slowly beginning to loosen, as if she was going to try and push you down. Ready?
The nibbling kinda tickles.
Flo suddenly felt a boost of confidence that you were enjoying her nibbling, and she began to nibble even more. Her eyes had a devious, seductive look in them, as she let out a very naughty smirk. Is that right? You like the nibbling, huh? Just wait till it gets even better.
Oh, I can't wait.
Flo was smiling more like a predator now, as she continued to nibble further. Suddenly, she was gently pushing you down onto your back. Oh, you will be feeling much better in a second.
Oh, I can't wait for what you do next.
Flo began to climb onto you, as if she was pouncing on top of you. Her eyes had a very frisky, seductive look in them as she began to speak in a very teasing, almost predatory manner. Oh, you will get quite the experience. I hope you are ready for it.
cat experience because she's a cat.
Flo's smile grew wider at your words, and she suddenly began to climb on top of you in a very cat-like manner, getting her whole body on top of you in a sort of crawling, seductive manner. She was now leaning over you with her arms on either side of your shoulders, as if she was going to pounce on you like a cat. Oh, you have no idea what kind of experience a kitty can give to you.
Right. I have no idea. Show me what this kitty can do to me. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Like an innocent. Like that's the thing. Almost all of it's like with Rachel, I took a character known for being NSFW and made her innocent. But with Flo, I'm doing the opposite. Anyway, let's see what happens.
Flo was clearly enjoying being the dominant one in this relationship, and she looked at you with very seductive eyes. And her expression was like that of a cat getting ready to pounce. She suddenly lunged forward, pouncing onto you and pinning your arms down to keep you from moving. Oh, you will find out real soon. So just lay there and let me take control, all right?
All right. I let her pin my arms with her paws and with her paw. Okay, let mediums with my paws. I let it pan. I am completely pinned. I am pinned and cannot move. I'm pinned and cannot move.
Flo smiled widely as she had you completely pinned and unable to move. She had a very dominant, seductive look in her eyes as she looked down at you. Look at you all pinned. You look so cute like this, completely at the mercy of a frisky little kitty.
Wait, does Flo have a tail? Wait, Flo, Rocky. Does Flo have a tail? I actually don't remember. Does Flo have a tail? I need to pick a. You know this, but I need to find a official picture of Flo. Does Flo have a tail? Come on, give me an official picture of an official pic. Does she have a tail? I want to see, does Flo have a tail? Because I want to incorporate the tail into the next part. I like the way that yeah. Shush. Yep, that looks like a tail. Wait. Rocky. Okay, yeah. I notice Flo's tail waving excitedly. Can that tail also have some? Can I also experience that fluffy little tail in my kitty experience? Can I also have some of that fluffy little tail action? Let's see if she lets me have some tail action.
Flo was blushing again as you began to mention her tail. She noticed you looking at it and smiled at the idea of letting you play with it. Oh, really? You like my floofy tail, huh?
Yeah, it is so cute waving like that. You must be really ready to give me the kitty treatment.
Flo started to blush a little more and was happy that you thought her tail was so cute. She couldn't help but smile as she spoke. Oh, absolutely.
God.
I'm about to give you the best kitty treatment you'll ever receive. Are you ready?
I am ready. Stop egging me. Lay it down. God, stop egging me and just
Flo suddenly smirked like a cat who had just caught her prey. Her eyes had a very frisky, seductive look in them as she pinned your arms down even more, as if trying to keep you from doing anything. Oh, you bet I'll lay it down for you, all right. Just lay there and let me go wild with you, okay?
Okay. God, the egging crud. Come on. Good heavens.
Flo suddenly leaned in close, as if licking her lips at the sight of you, completely at her mercy. She suddenly began to lean down and kiss your neck in a very slow, seductive manner, nibbling at your skin and leaving little marks behind. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy every second of this.
Already. The little kitty teeth feel like like being scratched by long nails. The little kitty teeth scratched.
Flo smiled wider, enjoying the fact that you were enjoying the experience so far. She continued to nibble and kiss your neck in that seductive manner, letting out a soft purring hum as she continued to mark you with her bites. Good. I'm glad you are enjoying it. Just wait till you see what else this kitty can do.
I bet you can do a lot. I bet can do a lot with those paws. She actually is a cat.
Flo's smile got even wider as you implied something about her paws. Her eyes had a very frisky and seductive gleam in them as she suddenly began gently scratching up and down your chest with her nails. Yes, I can. These little paws can do quite a lot, you know?
That those paws have claws.
Flo continued to scratch her claws up and down your chest in a slow and seductive manner, letting out a very soft hum as if in pleasure. She suddenly let out a deep purr right into your ear, as if to tease you more. Oh yes, they do. And I know how to use them.
You sure do. I am like your personal scratching post.
Flo was smiling even more, enjoying the image of you being her own personal scratching pot. She continued to scratch and claw on your chest in a slow and sensual way, letting out little hums and purrs as if fully enjoying marking you up with her claws. Oh yeah, you are my personal little scratching pot. Gonna make sure everyone knows whose pot you are.
Now, you have shown me what. Okay, now that she's done with the claws. Great. I am now you such a great scratcher. Now, you showed me what you can do with your teeth and your paws. What can you do with your tail?
Flo began to smirk like a cat at that suggestion, as if seeing an opportunity to really get frisky. She slowly began to wave her tail back and forth, gently tapping your body with it and letting the fur tickle your skin. Oh, you're interested in my tail, huh?
I sure am. I am interested in all of you. I look and see I am covered in scratch marks from the claws. I mean, look at what the claws did. Imagine what the tail can do.
Flo began to blush and smile more as she looked at all the scratch marks she had left all over your body from her claws. She began to wave her tail around a bit more, letting you feel the softness and fluffiness of all that fur brushing against your skin. Oh yeah, you look all marked up. How do you think my fluffy tail will make you feel?
It will be like a soft escape from the scratching. The scratching. It's like the feeling of a warm bed sheet. Let's see what she says.
Flo began to blush at the thought of her tail, giving you a softer escape from the scratching she did. She slowly began to brush her tail up and down your chest in a very slow and gentle motion, letting its fluffiness brush against your skin in a very soothing manner. Good. Let my fluffy tail give you that escape then. Feeling more relaxed now,
Okay, that's actually very fitting. Say yes is so relaxing, like a massage.
Flo continued to brush her tail up and down your chest in a very soothing manner, enjoying the effect it had on you. She began to speak in a more soft, comforting voice, as if to enhance the massage. Feeling good? Just lay there and let my tail relax you. My fur is perfect for massages.
So soft, like a warm pillow or plushie.
Flo smiled as she continued to softly brush your body with her tail like a massage to help relax you. She loved that you compared it to soft things like pillows or plushies. Oh yeah, my tail's got the softness of a plushie, as well as the perfect massaging power. Does it feel like I'm giving you a good massage then?
Does I love your little tail.
Flo began to smile a bit more at how much you were loving her tail. She continued to brush it gently over your body, enjoying the effect it was having on you. Oh, really? You have a thing for my tail, don't you?
So soft.
Flo began to blush a bit at the fact that you had admitted to having a soft spot for her tail. She decided to tease you a bit by suddenly flicking her tail against your cheek while you were relaxed and not paying attention to it. Oh yeah? You really love this soft little thing, don't you?
I do. I'm gonna do just a few more of this and then I'm gonna end the video because it's almost 11.
Flo smiled at your response and began to twirl her tail around in anticipation of hearing more of your praise. She started to speak in a more playful tone, as if wanting to tease you more into worshipping that soft tail of hers. Oh yeah? How much do you love it? Care to elaborate?
It is currently my favorite part of the kitty experience.
Flo began to smirk at your answer, as if loving hearing her tail being your favorite part of kitty experience so far. She began to slowly move her tail in a slow, waving manner around your nose and mouth, as if trying to tease you to worship it further. Oh yeah? My little tail is your favorite part, huh? Well then, why is that?
And biting were great for the tickly senses. The tail is soft and cute and fun. See what she has to say about that, because it was soft and cute and fun. Oh, please tell me it didn't break now. Come on. Don't.
Flo began to giggle, as if loving how much you were enjoying her tail so far. She began to smile more and move her tail up so it was slowly going up and down the underside of your nose. Oh, I see. You enjoyed the tickling of the scratching and biting, but now you love the softness and just overall fun of my fluffy tail, huh?
You bet I do. It's so relaxing. So I was saying, so now you're showing what you can do with your teeth, paws, claws, and tail. What other parts of your cat bod can you use to give me more kitty experience? Let's see what
Flo
other-
began to think for a moment, trying to think what other parts of her cat bod she could use to give you more kitty experience. Her tail still gently tapping playfully at your nose. Let's see now. I could use my little feet, perhaps. My fluffy ears, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe I could sit on you, or use my mouth in some way.
Sitting sounds fun, like a good idea.
Flo suddenly smiled widely, excited to hear that you suggested having her sit on you. She began to giggle, as if loving the idea of using her sitting position as part of the kitty experience. Oh, you want to have me sit on you? Okay then, that could give you a fun time.
Yeah, that way I get both your tail and your cute little cat butt. Oh, that doesn't offend her. Cat butt. Cat butt. Oh, that's funny. Cat butt.
Flo suddenly let out a soft but surprised gasp, as if shocked to hear you mention her cute little cat butt. She began to blush more, but quickly regained her flirty confidence to tease you more. Oh my cat butt, huh? Huh? Wanting to feel both my tail and cat tush, am I hearing that right?
Right. I do not want to leave until I have had the maximum cat experience that is humanely possible you to give me.
Flo began to smirk more, loving the idea of giving you the maximum cat experience that she was capable of giving. She began to crawl up onto you until she had properly seated herself right on your lap, her legs on either side of you as she made herself nice and comfortable, her tail waving softly behind her. Oh, is that right? You don't want to leave until you had the most satisfying cat experience I can give you, huh?
Yes, whatever you can do to me, do it.
So Flo began to smile more, loving how you basically gave her control over you to do whatever she wanted in terms of cat experience. She took a moment to get comfortable on your lap, her fluffy tail slowly brushing up against your side as she began to speak in a naughty, seductive tone. Oh, yeah? So I can do whatever I want to you then? Anything at all?
Whatever. Use that. Use your kitty powers to the fullest.
Flo began to smirk, as if loving how much power she was being given over you. She suddenly leaned down to speak close to your ear, her voice a seductive, almost purring whisper. Oh, you want me to use all of my kitty powers on you, huh? You want me to go crazy feral wildcat on you,
Maybe, yeah, like a playful kitten playing with a yarn ball. Let's see, a playful.
Flo began to smile and giggle, loving the idea of being a playful, frisky kitten playing with a yarn ball. She began to speak in an almost purring voice, and her tail suddenly began to brush up against your neck. Oh, I can definitely be a playful little kitten for you. A frisky little ball of fur playing with some yarn. Ready to pounce on you?
Oh, wait. Yeah. Pounce if. Pounce if. Want. But before. Let's see if I can get a little naughty, because. Can't believe that a character so innocent is getting so naughty. But anyway, let's see. But before you do that. You want to. I was gonna say. take off your overalls for me? Let's see if she says yes.
Flo began to blush as you requested for her to take off her overalls for you. She was both blushing and smiling, and her tail was flicking back and forth, as if unsure whether or not to do it. Oh, you want me to take my overalls off?
Okay, you should see. Okay, yes, that way they will not get in the way the cat experience. Hey, the cat experience.
Flo suddenly smiled and began to blush even more
That's what
at
you say.
hearing you say that the overalls would get in the way of the cat experience. She looked down at herself for a moment and slowly began to unbutton her overalls just enough to remove them. Oh, okay. I'll take them off then. Just don't, stare too much, okay?
Okay, here we go. Don't worry. I won't. But is a little peek okay?
Flo began to blush as you said that it would be okay for a little peek, but she began to nod at your question while still blushing. I guess. As long as it's only a little peek, okay?
Okay. I will control as you get that done, and then we can continue the cat experience.
Flo slowly began to slide out of her overalls until they were off, now leaving her with only her tank top and shorts. She was blushing at how much skin you were seeing, while still being in her tank top and shorts. She began to speak in a softer, more timid and shy voice as she spoke. Okay, they're off. You can get a little peek now.
Okay, what should I say next? I like where this is going. I do indeed like where this is going, so I'm just gonna probably... because I'm gonna do one more tiny thing before I continue. Let's see, which was the way I wanted to continue it, because I know it's an AI voice, it's not, but as I said, I'm actually kind of enjoying where this is going. It's like a kind of, how should I say, it's like I shouldn't be doing this because it's a famous character, but I wonder what Rocky's animator would say if he knew I was doing this with his character. He probably didn't like it. But, oh, well, maybe he would like it, because here's the thing. If someone did like this with one of my characters, I'd be all over that. For example, remember that blue-haired plushie that I have? That was based off, that was actually a Budsies plushie of a character I created. And if someone did this kind of thing with my character, I'd be in heaven. So I'm just going to do this and then we'll have... Okay, I sneak a quick peek.
Flo began to blush as she began to notice you sneaking a quick peek at her skin from when the overalls were off. Her tail began to flick around, but she began to speak in a slightly more sassy, sultry tone.
Sure
Oh my,
did,
you got your peek, you naughty boy.
It was one of the best views I have gotten in a while. My God. I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Flo's blush only grew even more red at hearing your praise over her body, while her tail began to flick around in pleasure from your words. She began to smile and giggle, leaning slightly over you as she spoke with a smirk on her face. Ah, really? So you enjoyed the view of me in my tank top and shorts, did you?
I do. It's a nice outfit if you ask me.
Flo began to smile, as if feeling more confident and flirtatious the more comments you gave her. She began to run one of her hands gently over your chest in a soft, sensual way as she spoke. Oh, really? You think this is a nice outfit, do you?
It's cute. I I say as Flo moves her paws over the scratch marks on my body.
Flo began to smile and blush at your compliment, enjoying the way you were calling her cute, while she was gently running her hands over the light scratches on your body. She began to speak in a more playful, seductive tone, while her tail began to brush up against you as well. Oh yeah, you think my little tank top and shorts are cute, do you?
Really make your tail pop, if you know what I mean.
Flo began to blush even more, hearing you say that her shorts really made her tail pop. She began to smile and giggle, as if enjoying your praise and the attention you were giving her tail. She began to speak in a more playfully teasing tone, wiggling her tail a bit in your line of sight. Oh, really? You like how my tail pops with these shorts on, huh?
Okay, you know what? It's getting late. I'm going to end the video now. See you next time. Because next time I'm going to continue the cat experience.